सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं तेरे 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 सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं. सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं तेरे 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 सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं.
Good morning. Good morning. Namaskaram to you. The audio is okay? Audio is clear? Yeah. Good. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you. We'll start. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya-पर्यन्तां Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutrabhashya Kridau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ददामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः. सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोणतडा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोपला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैः रणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः. Good morning and Namaskaram to all. We have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are now in the seventh chapter. We completed up to verse 17. And what is verse number 17 is Tesham Jnani Nityayukta Eka Bhaktir Visishyate Priyo hi Jnanino Tyarthamaham Sacha Mama Priyaha. What Bhagavan said is that Tesham, among the all four types of who wants to know me, among them Jnani, who has realized the self, who has experienced Sarvam Brahmamayam, that Jnani Aham Atyartham Priyaha, I am the most favorite, or he loves me the most, and I love him the most. So that means the Jnani has got nothing else to look at. Jnani is always dwelling upon Atma or Bhagavan, and for that reason, Bhagavan also is always loves him the most. That is what Bhagavan stopped at 7:17. So with that, we will continue with the 18th. We all this we explained very clearly in our previous sessions discussions. 18. We'll move to 18. उदाराः सर्व एवैते ज्ञानी त्वामैव मे मतम् आस्थितः स हि युक्तात्मा मामेवानुत्तमां गतिम्. उदारा सर्व एवैते ज्ञानी त्वामैव मे मतम् आस्थितः स हि युक्तात्मा मामेवानुत्तमां गतिम्. एते सर्वे, the four types that we explained earlier, what are the four artha, jitnyasu, artharthi, jnani. Artha means one artha who is suffering from some diseases or incapacities like that, and then artaha jitnyasu, one who has got the quest to know who is this Bhagavan, what is this Jagat. So this is jitnyasu. Artharthi means those who wants to have some desires for money or property, names and fames, etc. And jnani, one who has realized the self. All among all these four types of people which we explained earlier, ete sarve udaraha eva, all of them are noble, all of them are good, all of them are in the path of spirituality, not necessary to look down. So all of them are in the path of spirituality. All these people are noble indeed. They are all noble, good people. Okay. Ete sarve udaraha eva. They must be, they are to be respected. All these four types of people are to be respected. Jnani too, but jnani, who is a jnani? One who has realized that Sarvam Brahmamayam. There is nothing other than God. No notion of other. No notion of other. So he or she, this jnani, may Atma eva. What Bhagavan said, may Atma eva means he is Brahman only. He is Atma only. And who is Bhagavan who is talking here? It is not the Vasudeva Krishna, but it is the Parabrahman. Brahman is saying he is Atma. So naturally, when the Jnani realizes himself as not this body and all other adhyasa, all other superimpositions on me, but I am Atma, Aham Brahmasmi. One who realizes this Atma, or one who realizes himself as Atma, is no other than me, means no other than Atma. So, who is this? Me Atma Eva. He is my own Swarupam. Right? Krishna says, he is my own Swarupam. My own Swarupam is Atma only. So, he is also Atma. I am also Atma. So, Bhagavan says, he is also Atma Swarupam only. Right? So, Jnani tu me Atma eva matam. I am sure about it. Right? I am sure. Then he, because yuktatma saha yuktatma, he is merged in me through Sravana Manana Nididhyasanam, by understanding the Upanishad Vakyam, and through logic thinking, through Mananam and Nididhyasanam, he realizes himself as Atma. That is Aham Brahmasmi. This Aham, as I, one who understands myself as this Aham, is no other than Brahman. So this Yuktatma means he is merged in me. He knows himself as Atma, which is, what is this Brahman? Is the Akhanda Bodham, the consciousness which is there in me as well as in everything else is the same one thing. There is no two. That is why Taittiriya Upanishad says, Brahma Vida Apnoti Param. It starts, the second prashnam starts with this Brahma Vida. Who knows Brahman, who realizes Brahman is Brahmaiva. Right? In Manisha Panchakam, the fifth verse, it says that Yasmin Nitya Sugham Budhau Galitadhir Brahmaiva na Brahmavid. Shankaracharya said, he is not who Brahmaiva, he Brahmaiva, na Brahmavid. He is not one who knows Brahman. Okay, he's not Brahman who is one who knows Brahman, but Brahmaiva. He is Brahman only. What does that mean? It means that there is no Aham, but only Brahman is there. So this Aham Brahmasmi, all that which appears in front of me as this objects of this world is the Nama Rupam, all the names and form is removed, and he is Brahman only in everything around him. All the objects of this world, he sees only Brahman, and he himself also is Brahman. And the God or the Ishvara that we always think as other is no other than the consciousness, that which is there in me. Right? So, this realization, one who realizes this way, one who understands this way is Brahmaiva. So Brahmavida apnoti param. That is Sakshat Parabrahma Vastu is the Atma, which is there in all pranis, which is there in every objects of this world, every sentient, insentient. There is nothing insentient here. Everything is sentient only. So in that I see only Atma here. So such a jnani tu yuktatma saha. Okay, yuktatma saha as akhanda bodham, which is not split. All the split that we see is I am different, I look different, you look different, right? We all look differently, but originally all our swarupam is Atma. All our Swarupam is consciousness, Bodham, right? Bodham. That is why Satchitanandam, when we say Sat is that which exists, that is the easiness, right? Easiness. I am there, you are there. Is there any doubt? I may have doubt whether you are there or not, but I have no doubt that I am there. Similarly, each one of you, when you think that am I there or not? Yes. So that consciousness, okay, that consciousness, that is first is existence, I am there, and I know I am there. That is bodham, right? That is bodham. And actually, originally, it is anandam. The realization or the understanding as Brahman is Anandam, whereas understanding wrongly as the names and forms, that I am Manushya first, that itself is a big adhyasa. Okay, so generally people say I am Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, I am male, I am female, all that. But somehow or other, even people who are in an advanced state of Vedanta also thinks I am Manushya. That also is wrong, right? In Hastamalagam, Hastamalagam, we say starts with Naham Manushyo. I am not Manushya, right? I am not even a human being, because human being also is an adhyasam. It is a superimposition on Atma. It is an adhyasam. So right from there, I am not this uh, body, or I am now. When you say I am not this body itself, removes that I am not even human being. I am not even the birds or the animals or plants, etc. So I am Atma, pure Atma, just consciousness. I realize I am as the consciousness. This knowledge only releases from the bondage. This bondage is the cause of all sufferings. That is the only reason of not realizing this Anandam. So, Anandam is no different from Bodham. Bodham is not different from Sat, existence. So, this existence, consciousness, the bliss, all three are same only. That is why Anando Brahmeti Vyajanad. Taittiriya Upanishad says, Anandam only is Brahman. Anando Brahmeti Vyajanad. Okay, so this one who realizes this as Brahman, inside out, everywhere, inside outside, everything is Brahman only. Andar Bahishcha Tat Sarvam Vyapya Narayana Sthitaha. Everywhere this Bhagavan only. Because whatever you see, whatever you smell, taste, etc., is nothing but Brahman only, which appears as differently. Like the mirage water that appears on a desert is desert only. There is no water there, but it appears because appearing as water is the swabhavam of this desert. It is the swabhavam of this uh, desert. So that which appears is nothing but desert only. There is not a drop of water there. You go very close, analyze it, we know that there is no body here. All the body, this body and the other bodies, everything that appears to you, including the Panchabhutam, including the space, including the subtlest energy, is also is an appearance. So energy is the first thing that appears. Okay, so Ishavasya Midam Sarvam, everything is covered inside out with Bhagavan or this consciousness, Atma. This consciousness is not a matter. Okay, so we have a habit of thinking that everything we have to see or smell, etc. Right? If we don't see, or if we don't smell, we cannot imagine. That can be only aparoksha anubhuti. We have to experience it inside. Experience, again, when I say experience, it is not experience with the five sense organs. Okay, it is that which is there in me as aham aham. Okay, so this is what a jnani, this jnani, mameva, right? Mameva anuttamam gatim asthitaha. Uttamam gati. Uttamam means supreme. It is a supreme. Anuttamam gatim asthitaha means he considers me as the most auspicious goal in life, right? So that is why the param, brahmavida apnodi param, apnodi param. That is one who is in the path of spirituality, one who realizes the self. His goal is self only. His goal is me. Me means Krishna says me means as Paramatma. That is the most auspicious. That is Anuttamam Gadim Asthitaha. He considers, or he sees as the most auspicious goal is Brahman. Okay, so Atma or Brahman. All these are same only. There is no difference between Atma and Brahman and Bhagavan, etc. Okay, so that is the ultimate goal. Even Swami Shivananda, so you must have heard about Swami Shivananda. Once he tells a disciple that he said, Ramana Maharshi is the destination. Okay, see how is it? So Ramana Maharshi is the destination, means Ramana Maharshi is Brahman, and that is the destination for all. So that is this verse only, right? Anuttamam gatim asthitaha. So we will read one more time. Udara sarva evaite jnani tvamaiva me matam asthita sahi yuktatma mameva gatim. Then the question is, this jnana anubhava, this aparoksha anubhuti, and this prapatti, we told about prapatti. Prapatti means saranagati or total surrender. When this will happen? When this will happen? So Bhagavan continues, 19th verse, we'll move to Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. Very simple Sanskrit. Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. What is this Vasudeva? Vasudeva. Vasudeva in Srimad Bhagavatam there is a clear definition in the Srimad Bhagavatam 5th skandam. See, I am quoting all this from another commentary. Okay, so 5th skandam, 12th chapter, 11th verse, 5, 12, 11. Okay, what Vasudeva? Vasudeva means Shankaracharya has defined Atmaiva Sarvo Vasudevaha. Bhashikara says Atman is Vasudevaha. Jnanam Vishuddham Paramarthamegam Anantaram Tvabahir Brahma Satyam Pratyak Prashantam Bhagavat Shabda Samnyam Yad Vasudevam Kavayo Vadanti. This Shabdam, which Shabdam? Jnanam, awareness. This awareness is Brahman. Awareness, then Vishuddham, pure, no kalangam in it, no ragadvesha, nothing, right? Which is not, does not have any gunas, three gunas, sattva, rajas, tamo gunas is not there. Nirgunam it is. And pure, Vishuddham, Paramarthamegam, that is the only one essence or one reality. Okay, Paramartham Ekam, there are no two there. Ekam eva Advitiyam, no second, only one, that is one. Awareness, immaculate, the one essence. Okay, Paramartham Ekam. Then Anantaram Tva Bahir, neither inside nor outside, neither within nor without. Okay, that is antar bahishya tat sarva. Okay, everything, that is, there is no inside outside like that. There is no bedam here, like gadakasha and the mahakasha. So when the akasha, the space is there inside a pot, it appears to be split with the pot profile, right? But actually speaking, there is no break in the space. So like that, Egam Anantaram to Bahir Brahma Satyam. That is the only reality. Brahman, the soul, the reality, and Pratyak. Pratyak means the innermost core. Okay, innermost core, Prashantam, which is Shantam, peace. which is the abode of peace. Okay, peace, known with the name of Bhagavan. Bhagavan is the another name, and he is Vasudevaha. Yet Vasudevam Kavayo Vadanti. So this is what Bhagavata says. So Vasudeva means Brahman. Vasudeva means Atman. Okay. So here Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Idi sa Mahatma Sudurlabaha. Such a Jnani, such a Mahatma. Okay, such a Jnani Sudurlabaha. It's very, very rare to find. It is not easy to find a Jnani who realizes as Brahman everywhere. Sarvam Brahmamayam. And when somebody will be a Jnani, Bahunam Janmanam Ante, after going through many janmas, that means after going through many births and deaths. Think about it. Who has a birth and death? The body, right? The bodies continuously change. There is a change that is happening at every moment in every object of this world. It happens to this body, and even the sun. Even the sun also undergoes a change. So all the changes that is happening, right? This change, we call it as birth and death. So, who has the birth and death? This body. And who considers, or that jiva which considers itself as this body, will have death naturally, right? But one who understands as Brahman or Atma, there is no death. So, the wrong understanding of the self, is Janma. The wrong understanding of the self has got a birth and death, and after going through this Brahman or this cycle, okay, many Janmanam Ante, at the end, at the end, Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate, one who realizes this self, that the notion of I am this body, then it drops off, and one who claims to be Atman, Mam Prapadyate, he only realizes me. I don't want to say he becomes. When you say become, that means you have to change. Okay, there is no change. It's only understanding. Okay, one who realizes, that is the correct word. One who claims his true nature. So like the chain that is there, or the specs that we have. People look for the specs through the specs only, searching all over the place, and then somebody points out, say it is there on your nose only, right? So like that, similarly, and there is another big example, very good example in uh, Vidyaranya's Vidyaranya Swami's Panchadashi, the 10th person, right? There were 10 people who were crossing the river. I had told this story earlier, crossing the river, and then they counted. Each one counted. They found only 9. The 10th is missing because while counting, he omitted himself. He counted every other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God, one is drowned in the river, and everybody started crying. And then one person was passing by. So he said, "What is your problem? Why are you crying?" Then they said that one person got drowned. Let me think. Keep calm, quiet. Don't cry, let me count. So he counted, and then he counted 10, and then he kept he told the other person to count, and then he caught hold of his hand and put it in his own heart and said, "This is the 10th one." So like that, we miss to see the self, we miss to understand the Atma, and we started counting everything else around. Okay, so this realizing, claiming he is a jnani. Okay, so he is a jnani. So this Brahman, that not realizing the truth, goes on and on, because this goes as per the law of karma. And one who is having a lot of sattva, rajas, tamo gunas, this mixtures, etc., and then ante, goes through the samsaram, goes through the sufferings of samsaram, and then slowly he starts thinking, what is my true nature? When he starts thinking, that is the time he starts walking back, walking towards home. Right? This walking back is the path of spirituality, and then he becomes all that arthaha. Earlier we discussed no four types: arthaha, jitnyasu, artharthi, and then he comes to the jnani. So he becomes a jnani. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate. Bahunam janmanamante. After going through many births, where while see the practice of this yoga, okay, practicing of this equanimity of the mind is on. So even in the process of this spiritual path, one goes through many janmas, maybe earlier, maybe some other, maybe some other species, and then becomes a then the animal, or I don't know the we cannot say, but the scriptures say then we come to become a human being, and then becomes a jnani. Okay, so bahunam janmanamante, after going through many births, while in the practice of this yoga and attaining sufficient purity of the heart, that is, through the many janmas, this jiva gets rid of this raga and dvesha, this raga dvesham, this aversion and attachment towards all this causes trouble, causes problems in life. And while this is being done, he practices equanimity, he practices yoga, but he becomes a yoga brashta, as we explained in earlier chapters. And then, but still, he gets a better life next time, and then he continues the path. And then, at one point in one janma, he realizes his true nature. All his desires are completed. Right? See, sometimes we find that there are some who at the age of very early age, at the age of 5 or 10, etc., he takes up to sannyasa. We find that he becomes a jnani, like Adi Shankaracharya or even Prahlada, etc., we have in the Puranas. So that does not mean that they had see, we see that they have not suffered anything, they did not suffer. How can we say that they? How can we say they became a jnani without suffering? It is not so. The vasana in them, the samskara in them from the previous births, all of that has been completed. The person has gone through many sufferings, and that samskara, that vasana is there inside him, which got rid of all that vasanas towards going to America or making more money or things like that. Many of this vasana has already is dead, and all that sufferings have been completed in his previous births. So that does not mean somebody is not interested to make money or something. We did not have to look down on them, on that person. We know that he has done all that. It's all completed in his previous janmas. His only aim is know myself, know the truth, and get out of this cycle of births and deaths, and know my true nature. So that is how we are all here. Don't forget, we are all here. So, Bahunam Janmanam Ante, after going through many births, by practicing this yoga and attaining sufficient purity of heart, Chitta Shuddhi. Chitta Shuddhi is Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti. Nityanitya Vivegam, discrimination, which is real, which is unreal. This also we discussed in our previous discussions. Then Vairagyam, dispassion. Then Shamadhi Shatka Sambatti, Shamam, Damam, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam. Right? Control of the mind, control of sense organs, etc. And Samadhanam, that focus and the belief in scriptures and Guru, etc. All that Shamadhi Shatka Sambatti, and then Mumukshutvam. Want to be free, that strong, intense desire to get out of the samsara dukkham. All these four qualities, one who has, that is the Chitta Shuddhi, one who has this, after obtaining sufficient purity of heart, Jnanavan, then one who realizes self and established in Atma Anubhavam, established in Ananda, established, the mind is never disturbed. Okay, sarvam vasudevam, sarvam vasudeva iti, vasudeva sarvam iti, everything is brahman only, sarvam brahmamayam. Okay, one who realizes this way, and like this one who lives, sa mahatma, he is a mahatma, sudurlabha, it's very rare to find. See, that does not mean to discourage. Okay, it is not to discourage us from uh, learning Vedanta or studying Vedanta or doing sadhana, etc. Okay, this is to understand, whenever we see a jnani, whenever we see a Mahatma, we should have that reverence. It is not, he has gone through all that we are going through, and he has come to a state of self realization. Sa Mahatma Sudur Labaha. So, when we find a jnani like that, the respect naturally rises in us, and then we prostrate, we do namaskaram to him, right? And then we learn atmajnanam from such jnanis. Okay, so in Bhagavad Gita last, it says that yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srajamyaham, right? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkratam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. This sambhavami yuge yuge, the avatars that we talk, we don't have to wait till someone comes. Okay, like Rama or Krishna or Kalki is going to come, etc. No, all they are all avatars only. All the jnanis, they are all avatars only. They are all avatara. Asankhyam. Avatars are asankhyam. Srimad Bhagavata also says it's asankhyam avataram. There are so many jnanis. So this, so many jnanis, when we see, they are the avataram. Okay, they are the avataram. So here Sudurlabha does not mean to discourage, but to know the importance and know uh, the what do you call this? He's a Mahatma. We should know the greatness of that Mahatma. To know that, Bhagavan said, Samahatma Durlabaha, Sudurlabaha, and the what I was saying. Yeah, so this avataram, so all these jnanis, all these Mahatmas are avataram of Bhagavan only, because Bhagavan also is Atma, Bhagavan is Brahman, and the jnani also is God. Okay, so we understand that Samahatma Sudurlabaha. So it then how much time it takes? It is something like this. See, suppose you have got a mirror. The mirror is dirt. The mirror has got a lot of dirt. So how much time it will take to clean? Depends on the dirt, right? It depends on the dirt on the mirror, how much time. Similarly, how many janmas it will take? It depends on how much dirt the mind has. So removal of this dirt. What is the dirt? What is the malam here? The malam is, the impurity is only ragam and dvesham. Never forget this. This ragam and dvesham is the dirt. I like this, I don't like this. This is the dirt of the mind. Okay, removal of this dirt and dirt from the mind, the chittam becomes shuddham. There, when somebody says your true nature is Atma, that is Jnanam, once it is told, the Anandam reveals. Okay, so this is the process. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabaha. And another obstacle, okay, in this various janmas is that it is very unfortunate to see people get stuck at some siddhis. One who is in the path of meditation, dhyanam, etc. Okay, some siddhis will come, like see, the birds are flying, right? The birds fly, it is a siddhi, there's no doubt about it. Okay, there may be other siddhis. Some will be able to read the mind. Okay, some will become very famous, there will be thousands and thousands of followers, so that is also a siddhi. And some will have special magical powers might come, or maybe some may be able to do certain yoga, siddhis, etc. Okay, so all these siddhis is not jnanam. Okay, in this path they get stuck there, and then it is a possibility to fall down. It is a possibility to fall down from this siddhis, etc. Okay, so it is also unfortunate, but still, again, they will come back. All of them will realize again, because it will not give them the ultimate ananda anubhuti. It will not give them. So once again, the such souls will go through sufferings, and they will come back to this path of spirituality and then continue their journey to know that aham brahmasmi and become jnani. Bahunam janmanamande jnanavan mam prapadyate. Prapadyate means prapatti. Sarvatmana, surrender. The removal of ego. Okay, removal of ego. The ego is what we are surrendering. The surrender of ego. No kartrutvam. I am not doing anything here. Okay, everything just happens. Aham akarta. I am Brahman. Brahman doesn't do anything. Everything that does is the jivas. Okay, so claiming to be Brahman, Akarta, Achalam. So that realization is Jnanam. Then, if you go to 6th chapter, 29th verse, what it says, Sarvabhutastam Atmanam, Sarvabhutani Chatmani. This is the state of a Jnani. Sarvabhutastam Atmanam, in all bhutas, all characharam, one who sees Atma, and Sarva Bhutani cha Atmani, one who one who knows that all the bhutams here, all the bhutas means all the pranis, all the objects of this world, all that is up in they appear in me as Atma. That is why some Mahatma says, I am the sun. Swami Ramatirtha says, I am the sun who is shining. I am the moon. I am that mountain. So the jnani feels that way. Feels that way means he knows himself as Atma, and consciousness. In that consciousness, the world arises, stays for some time, and disappears. But I am ever there. Okay, so सर्वभूतस्थम आत्मानं सर्वभूतानि चात्मनि ईक्षते योगयुक्तात्मा सर्वत्र समदर्शनः. So there can be great bhaktas, can be great yogis, siddhas, scholars of Vedanta, but one who experiences as sarvam brahmamayam is only a jnani. Sarvam a Brahmamayam. It's only consciousness here. That consciousness is God, that consciousness is Bhagavan. All the names and forms that appear in our sense organs, to our sense organs, is like a dream. Okay, not even like a dream, it's a dream. Okay, it is a dream. People come, stay for some time, disappear. We'll move to the next one. So this prapatti again, surrender, that is Sharanagati. Sharanagati is the complete vanishing of this ego, that aham karta. That aham is completely surrendered. A jnani renounces everything, right? In everything includes this jnanam also. A jnani surrenders even the jnanam. That is, to keep this jnanam, you need a buddhi also. Whereas the pure realization do not necessary to have even a buddhi. Naturally, aham brahmasmi. It is not thinking aham brahmasmi. Thinking aham brahmasmi is in the sadhana state, and one who realizes himself as Brahman need not think. Naturally, aham brahmasmi. We'll move to the 20th verse. Then, what happens to other bhaktas? Other bhaktas who does not realize as Sarvam Vasudevamayam, one who does not think this way, then what happens to them? Then 20th verse. कामैस्तैस्तैर्हृतज्ञानाः प्रपद्यन्ते न्यदेवताः तं तं नियममास्थाय प्रकृत्या नियता स्वया कामैस्तैस्तैर्हृतज्ञानाः प्रपद्यन्तेऽन्यदेवताः तं तं नियममास्थाय प्रकृत्या नियता स्वया तैहि तैहि कामैहि, that is those who imagines or the desires by those who desire the worldly objects. Okay, tais taihi kamaihi means they imagine many things. They imagine means they desire. Sankalpa, that is the correct word. Sankalpam, then they have various desires for the objects of this world. Then hritajnanaha. Jnanam is Sarvam Brahmamayam or Sarvam Vasudeva Sarvam. This is not there. That which is missing there. Okay? They forgot. Or that Jnanam is obscured or clouded. Such Jnani, such Ajnanis. Then Swaya Prakritya Niyataha. Swaya Prakritya Niyataha. See, all individuals are at various ignorance levels. Okay, various levels. What is that? What is that criteria? Is as per the individual's prakriti. Individual's prakriti. Whenever we hear the word prakriti, we know that their nature with the prakriti means sattva, rajas, tamo gunas. We discussed this. Okay, that is the combination. The combination of sattva, rajas, tamo gunas varies from person to person and depends on that their level is there. Okay, they each individual swaya prakritya niyataha. They are bound by this sattva, rajas, tamo gunas. Okay, so they are bound. So again, continuing, we'll discuss this. Swaya prakritya niyataha. Then tam tam niyamam asthaya. As per these gunas, okay, as per these gunas, they assume certain rules and regulations, or they get connected with such people. Okay, asthaya anya devataha prapadyante. They worship various other devatas. That is, in short, those who have not understood as Sarvam Brahmamayam, whatever I see is only God, which is there inside me also. Okay, they don't worry, I will explain this very clearly. Those who have not this clear discrimination, okay, they are overpowered or they are robbed by the desires. Their desires depends on the desires depend on their sattva, rajas, tamo gunas. As per the gunas, as per the prakriti, okay, as per the prakriti, their desires are there, and as per the desires and their prakriti, they select devatas. Okay, as per the prakriti, as per their desires, they select devatas also. See, for example, somebody who wants to have a lot of money, so naturally what will be their deity? Even if it is a lot of Lakshmi, lot of goddess of wealth, even if it is Lakshmi, it is not even the goddess, it is the devata is money. Okay, if somebody is worshipping Shiva or Vishnu or some other deity for money, what is the devata here? Money only is the devata. Similarly, as per their prakriti gunas, desires will come, and for such fulfillment of such desires, they will select such devatas. Okay, and some people who wants to have vidya, they will look for their devata will be Saraswati, like that, and they will do Nama Sankirtanam, etc. They will do Japam, Deepa, many things. They will go to temples and do many of this. Then Rajogunam, who wants to have money, etc. They will worship that kind of devatas. And then there are others who have got a lot of tamogunam in them. They want to hurt others. There such devatas are also available. Such devatas are there. So they will look to such devatas, very cruel devatas. They will worship those devatas to fulfill their desires, to hurt others, to kill someone. They won't kill. The devata will go and kill them. So like that, they will do certain worships, etc. They will do all that, all in their imaginations. They will find appropriate devatas to fulfill their desires. You look around, you will see this. Only those who knows that Sarvam Brahmamayam and Aham Brahmasmi will have no desires. Whereas everyone else will have certain desires. To fulfill those desires, they will find devatas according to their prakriti gunas. So what is the sequence? Desires as per their gunas, devatas as per their desires, and worship. And these devatas, to worship also, there are certain rules and regulations. To worship this devata, you have to perform this. Some people do bali, etc. Is it not? They kill. They kill and then give certain animals as a bali, sacrifice. They do. So there are certain rules and regulations they follow to do such worships. So when they do such worships, then what Bhagavan says is that tam tam astaya niyamam astaya anya devata prapadyante. So to fulfill those desires, they surrender to those devatas. They surrender means they worship those devatas. And these devatas, they are many. There are many devatas. Even they are blossoming even now also. New devatas are coming. I heard that there is a special deity to get US visa. If you go and do certain pujas, certain offerings to this devata, US visa processing will be very simple. I am not joking. Is there marriage or getting a good spouse, etc.? There are certain devatas. You go to that temple and do certain puja or certain worships, or at home, the marriage will happen. So like that, there will be thousands and thousands of devatas available, and as per the prakriti, now you read, we will come to know. Kamaistair hridajnanaha prapadyante anya devataha tam tam niyamamasthaya prakritya niyata swaya. So now those who don't have the jnana, they have been overpowered or they are been robbed by the desires. To fulfill those desires, what are the desires? Desires for this and that. There may be many. Then, influenced by their own nature, their own prakriti, then they worship various devatas. There are many devatas. As per your desire, there will be a devata available, and they worship various devatas following the rules and regulations prescribed to those deities. Okay, so those devatas will shower them with the blessings or fulfill their desires as per the rules and regulations if you follow correctly. Okay, this is the meaning of this verse. We'll move to the 21st verse. Yeah, this mata bhedam. So there is in various religions also this devatas are propping up. Okay, many devatas are there in other religions also. Now, when they give phalam, when they give result, who is giving those results? That is the question. Now you read next one. Bhagavan's what he says. Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktaha श्रद्धयार्चितुमिच्छति तस्य तस्याचलां श्रद्धां तामेव विदधाम्यहम्. See, yaha yaha bhaktaha. Those bhaktas or those devotees, yam yam tanum, whichever deity, whichever name and form they worship, ya tanu means body, okay? Tanu means body. Yam yam tanum, those prescribed gods or deities, shraddhaya, with full faith, when they worship, architum ichchati, worships to fulfill their desires. So the previously we explained about the various kinds of devatas and rules and regulations as per they when they worship, architum ichchati, worships, tasya tasya, for them, tam eva shraddham, okay, okay, carefully, tam eva shraddha, that bhakti and shraddha, okay, that faith, the complete devotion and faith, aham achalam vidadami, I am giving them. I give them the strength, I strengthen them, or I strengthen their faith in such devatas. Who is this I? Consciousness. This consciousness which is sitting inside every jiva, that jiva, sorry, that consciousness, that Atma says, Krishna says this, okay? Krishna, we should remember as Bhagavan, he says, Aham dadami. Aham achalam vidadami. I am the one who gives strength to their bhakti and shraddha towards those devatas. Who is this I? One verse from Ramana Maharshi has written, it's a beautiful one. Hridaya kuhara madhye kevalam brahma matram hyahamaham sakshat atmarupena bhati hridi vishamanasa swam chinvata majjata va pavana chalana rodhad atmanishto bhavatvam. Hridaya kuhara madhye, inside the cave of your heart. Hridaya kuhara madhye, kevalam brahma matram, one and only one. Kevalam means one and only one, without a second. That Brahman, kevalam brahma matram, which reveals as aham, ahamiti, aham, all the time, right? That I am there, I am. It says inside every heart, yours, mine, the plants, animals, the sun, moon, everywhere. Ahamiti, sakshat, atma rupena bhati, right? Atma rupena bhati, which is pratyaksham or aparoksham. Okay, aparoksham is very clear. That which shines at all times. Hridi visha manasa, enter into this heart, enter into this. That means do atma vicharam. By doing atma vicharam to this heart and use this mind, using this mind, enter into the depths of this heart, enter into it, do atma vicharam, think about it, do vicharam, not karma, not do work, think, only think and do atma vicharam. Then while doing Atma Vicharam, karma cannot give you jnanam. Through Atma Vicharam, know this inside the heart or by controlling the prana. That is what the last step. Hridi Visha Manasa Swam Chinvata Majjatava Pavana Chalana Rodhad Atmanishto Bhavatvam. Do this either by controlling the prana and or use the mind and go into the depths of your heart and find this Atma and do Atma Vicharam and Atma Nishtho Bhavatvam. So you stay established in Atma. This Atma, this Atma is saying, I am giving the strength and bhakti towards these devatas. Now you are getting the whole picture. In fourth chapter, 11th verse. In fourth chapter, 11th verse, Bhagavan says, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvasaha. Whoever in whichever way they worship me, I bless them the same way. Very clear. So this is an extension of that verse only. Right? It's an extension. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tadaiva bhajamyaham. So if you go with the desires and approach the various deities, and I make sure that the Shraddha and the Bhakti towards those deities, I strengthen them, and by performing, you do a lot of karmas, and with that karma, whatever desire, suppose you want to have a lot of money, you go and do a lot of karma towards the money, and tam tadhaiva bhajamyaham. So I give them whatever money they want, because I make sure that they are in the proper circumstances according to your intensity of your desire. I make sure that you get the bhakti and shraddha, and then you get the strength to do that. And I give you the strength, I give you the circumstances, everything fall into place, and you make money. So it depends on, if not in this Janma, next Janma you will be continuing the pursuance of fulfilling those desire, and that desire will be fulfilled through that devata. And I give the strength to you, as well as I give the strength to those devatas also, because I am sitting inside that devata also. Okay, this is how we will discuss this in detail. One little more we will discuss in next week, the 21st verse. A little more to talk. Time is up. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ हरिः ॐ तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु